guys, my last run on the beach as a broke loser. As I've said this already, next time I film on holiday, I'll be rich.
Yeah. I'm home now, it's over now.
What's up guys, it's my first day of my holiday in Tenerife with my family, and I am absolutely fucking dead because I slept 1 hour today or 2 hours, and yeah, not too much energy. But basically this first vlog, what I want to talk about is, because I've not been on the beach by the sea like this in, I don't know, like a year maybe, because the last holiday I had was Montenegro, apart from my Poland holiday. And so just the feeling of being in front of the sea took me back to, as I said, Montenegro 1 year ago, but more importantly Malta, which was 2 years ago now, but not in the Easter but in the summer 2 years ago. And it's just crazy because in this moment of being by the sea, I kind of felt like I was in Malta again, but then I just realized how much of a person I've changed and how much things have changed in literally 2 fucking years, guys. Just 2 years, in terms of everything, in terms of business, in terms of me as a person, in terms of literally where I'm at in life and what's happening in my life. So just the fact that not even 2 years ago I literally would not understand anything that I'm doing now. I was testing out different brands. Well, I wasn't doing anything. I was just basically brainstorming different business ideas, potential business ideas that I just saw on TikTok or saw online without knowing anything about them. And now I'm actually on track to find a winning product that could give me anywhere from 50 to 100k, and working with a millionaire mentor, which is like a massive step. And I have 1 year in my degree, and I'm also documenting my personal brand, documenting my journey on Instagram, TikTok and shorts here as well. So a lot has happened, guys, and yeah, I'm going to film a couple of videos here in Spain. So I will keep you all updated, but this is my first entry here. Just the fact that it's taking me back to 2 years ago, and I'm shocked how much has changed. So I'm fucking dead, guys. I need to sleep. I'll catch you all later. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. What's good, guys? I don't know how much you can hear because I'm in the sea and my camera's wet. But yeah, this is Tenerife for you. Fucking gorgeous. But it's a bit chilly. It's not that summer heat you'd expect. But it's fine. It's April. It's the 1st of April. Good day. I just realised how worn out I've been from full-time work, but being on holiday even for it's my 2nd day, it's already a massive relief, especially having a good night's sleep yesterday. But yeah, on to big things this year, on to big things. And I'm glad to have you all here with me to watch from the start. And it's crazy, the things I have planned, the things that I have in store for myself, my ambitions, my goals. Being a broke boy, not many friends, to a multi-millionaire with a massive personal brand, a following across all social media platforms, traveling the world, buying supercars, buying watches, buying properties, being able to be wherever I want. And the fact that I've documented it all, and you guys have watched me go from 0 to 100. The fact that this is all unfolding in real time is honestly mind-blowing, and I'm so proud of everything I've achieved and everything I know I will achieve. Yeah, I'm grateful to God for this opportunity. The fact that I have these, shall we say, talents this potential, this drive, which we know in of itself doesn't mean anything, but with the right work, the right guidance, the right mentorship, and the desire, will manifest into real world success. And so yeah, I'm here enjoying myself, even though I'm not rich yet, but I'm here as a almost reminder of what is possible if I truly lock in. I mean, I've locked in always, but because I've had full-time work and uni work, I've only had 10% of my time in business, and now it's going to be the opposite. Of course, I'll be studying for exams, but I'll have around 80% of my time easily to business. And so the fact that I have this opportunity to become this rich is a gift in of itself, and I'm excited to have you all with me. And so that's it for now. I'm gonna swim some more and then have some drinks, read my book, crank out some work, some TikToks, and yeah, see you all later. One thing I realized, guys, during my full-time job and now on holiday is that I give up too easily when things get hard. And what I mean is, when I'm sat down, for example, and I say I'm going to do some work, I'm going to post a few TikToks or whatever, you know, I don't do enough work in one go for giving up or wanting a break. I should be able to sit down, even for 1 hour, and crank out 25 drafts in one go, at least, and then maybe have a 5-10 minute break, and then crank out another 25 drafts for another product and have a break, etc. But the most I've seen myself be able to do in the last week is 25 TikToks, 25 drafts in one go, and that's just so lame. And I like talking on social media, on Instagram, on Twitter, as if I'm some massive hustler, which at times I am, but basic things like this, I can't focus for more than an hour in one go posting TikToks, and it's just not good enough. And how can I say, oh, I have 10 products, 11 products, 12 products I'm doing at once, and I have to get all of these to 100 videos each? How can I say, oh, I'm going to do this in 10 days when I complain about doing 25 drafts in one go a few times, like even 50 drafts in one go? It's not meant to be easy. It's not meant to be like a fun job. If it was fun, I could do one product at once and take my time. But the point is, I'm trying to be as intense and concentrated as possible. So I really need to take a step back and look at my focus levels, my concentration levels, and am I delegating my attention to the right things, or am I getting distracted too much? I mean, of course, I'm on holiday. I'm allowed to rest and chill out from time to time, but just something to bear in mind, especially when I'm being so public about what I'm trying to achieve. It needs to get me fired up, and actually I need to focus. So catch you all later. So guys, I'm on the beach now, and I just had a nice swim. It's like 8 p.m. now. Had some nice apple spritz and desserts. But yeah, basically I'm filming this video now because it's something that I wanted to share for a week or two now, since my full-time job. But now not being in a full-time job, but actually just working, being on holiday now, made me realize just how little I achieved, and I've actually been extremely stressed and frustrated at myself over the last few weeks when I realized I've not made anything in my dropshipping yet. I've not made anything in business. Yes, I've started my Instagram personal brand. That's just one thing. That's not going to give me money in the bank. And then I was like, this is all shit. This is all getting worse and worse. But it's important to realise that I've been in full-time work the last few weeks, the last 2 months almost, oh my god. And now I'm on holiday and I also have uni. And I've said this many times, but it's really important because I often get extremely stressed out myself saying that I'm not doing enough work, I'm being lazy. The truth of the matter is, I have no social life, I've not had a social life in ages, not had friends in ages. I'm just here. I had a dream when I was young and I'm trying to stick to it, but life is hard and life sometimes gets in your way. And I'm only getting better, doing better for what I can in my situation, so there really isn't anything to be too worried about. I'm doing the most for what I can. I'm trying my best, and now that I don't have a full-time job for 2 months, I can basically relax. I mean, I don't have to be this stressed because I will have free time every day to work on my business and to study. So I know there's big things coming this year. I know 2025 is the year that will completely change my life forever. And it's not, it's April now, so we're only a third of the way through the year, and I know that the second third of the year is going to be the most transformative, and in this second third is where the most dramatic change will happen, and I'm looking forward to it. And now me here being on this lovely beach in Tenerife is like the last time I'm looking back on my old life, now that I'm going to go back home, back to my old life, but this time without a full-time job, with some studying obviously, but that's not for long. It's going to be the time where I completely transform forever, and it will never be the same. And now that I'm still completely dead broke, this is the last time I'll be in this position. This is the last time I'm going to be on holiday with my family, and we're not going to be able to eat out every day. We're not going to be able to go for drinks and have 3-4 drinks each without worrying about the price. It's the last time. We're going to have to be in an Airbnb and cook our own food. The last time, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that is the case, and we never have to worry about finances again. I feel awful asking my parents for money, and they don't really give me any money because I try my hardest to earn everything myself, working full-time, minimum wages jobs. This will be the last time, so catch you all later. Hey guys, so I'm at the beach now. It's a nice day. I had some drinks and read my book. But yeah, it's been a good trip so far. I mean, it's over halfway through, and I have a few things I wanted to talk and touch on while I'm here. And guys, if you're working on your business and wanting to make your dreams come true, don't stop meditating. That's what I found. As you know, on my previous vlogs, I was like showing how I meditate every Saturday by Cardiff Bay, so by the sea. Every Saturday I would run 6 kilometers each way and then sit in the sunset by the water, and that would be my meditation session. Obviously, since I've come home, I can't do that, but I realized just how much it does, like how much of a difference it has. When I stopped meditating every Saturday, I slackened off in my business. I lost track of my goals. I forgot what I'm actually aspiring to achieve. And then my mental state grew worse and worse. I started feeling depressed. I started thinking about how I feel. Oh, I have no friends. I don't have this, I don't have that. And just, succumbing to all these hedonistic desires that you have, that when you're in that state where you meditate every week and you're a lot more focused, you just lose that. So that's very important. I need to make sure, and by meditating, guys, I mean I have my own kind of definition. What I do is first of all, I just sit there for 15 minutes, my eyes closed, and just listen to silence, complete silence. That's what people are afraid of today, complete silence. And secondly, this is honestly a lot more important and a lot more valuable for me, is I basically just imagine my dreams, imagine my goals, imagine my dream life in like 10, 15 years. And, you know, I've always wanted to achieve as much as I possibly can. And that's like, you know, having a business with not just millions, but multi-millions, maybe even billions. Because, you know, the sky's the limit. And as long as you have the right vehicle under your belt, the right knowledge and the right work ethic above all, you'll achieve that. And sometimes it sounds ridiculous to other people, but you just feel like a spark within you. You have something within you that tells you, you know, I want more. Some people are like, they're happy with making minimum wage. Some people are happy with making £10,000 a month. Some people are happy with making $1 million a year. But some people just want more and more, because that's what they feel within them is what they want. And honestly, I don't know if I have a limit on what I want. Within me, what I want, I don't know if I could be making 100k a month in my e-com, my dropshipping, which I'm still quite far from that. But if I have that, I don't think I'll be happy. I think I will still want more. And that's just me personally, and that's just what I found works for me as a person. And sitting every week, meditating, I watch various videos that are honestly precious to me, which is almost like quite autistic, but that's again just what works for me. And I imagine my dreams, I imagine where I want to be in 5 years, 10 years, shit, even sometimes 20 years. And honestly, when I stop doing that, things fall apart. So I think it's important to have some kind of ritual like this. You know, you don't need to be religious. It doesn't have to be anything religious. It could just be something that can help you keep track of your goals and keep track of your ambitions. And that's exactly what I do and what works for me. So enjoying this view at the beach here. It's like over half our trip, and I have a few more things to share, but for now I'll just go to the sea, have a swim. We had some drinks, I read my book, but yeah, that's that. And so I'll see you all later. Guys, if you're ever lacking motivation in business, lacking motivation in working on whatever venture you have, for me it's organic dropshipping and personal brand, this is one tip that works. Just sit down and imagine your parents, your mum for example, living the most lavish billionaire lifestyle. Especially for me, now that, you know, my mum, she's struggled a lot in life with both my parents, with minimum wage 9-to-5 jobs, not having money to spend, being on holiday, not being able to eat out, not being in restaurants, not being able to like book the nice hotels. Imagine your parents being treated like royalty. Imagine them in the best Maybach, in the best Porsche, in the best Ferrari, whatever car you want, in the most luxurious 5-star hotel. Imagine your mom wearing diamond dresses with the most luxurious handbags, etc. You guys, you get the idea. Honestly, just sit there. If you're, for example, meditating or doing your visualization sessions, just have a vivid imagination of that. Paint that image in your head. And trust me, guys, if that doesn't fire you up to get the hell out of your laziness and start working, then I don't know what will, unless you fucking hate your parents or something, which I don't, at least. So at the least, it always works, trust me. And I've done that recently. I did that while I was working my full-time job, because, you know, I get bored and I start visualizing, and honestly I don't think anything fired me up as much as that. So keep that in mind. It honestly will work wonders. And as I said in my last vlog, meditation is honestly, and visualization is honestly the most life-changing thing you can do. And this is something you can definitely try. So, yeah, I'll catch you all later.
Father God, come to you to say thank you. That's all. I don't want to ask for anything. I just want to say thank you, Lord.
Especially.
Thank you.
Praying.
Another thing I wanted to touch on is the fact that, guys, in the last year or so, I've massively struggled with anxiety as to what would happen if I don't make any I don't find any success, I don't make any sales, I finish university and say for example I've not even found my first winning product, theoretically, because it's a year and a half from now. So just say worst comes to worst and I don't even have a winning product after university. I was always terrified. I don't want to go to a full-time job. I don't want to go through all the stress that I've gone through just before my holiday, working all the time. But then I realised, why do I need to work a full-time job? Is there a rule that I have to? I won't have to live in my 1k a month flat in Cardiff anymore. I'll literally be able to go back home to my parents and maybe, if anything, work a part-time job 1 or 2 days a week to have money to buy products and stuff. But there's really no need to work full-time, especially if I'm living with my parents. And I know it seems like a lazy way out, but why spend money on an extra flat, when you're not able to do that, when there's no need for it? So honestly, there's literally no point of me being anxious, because if worst comes to worst, I can just live at my parents' house and just keep grinding organic dropshipping while working part-time 1 or 2 days a week until I find a winner. And then I find one winner, then another winner, etc. And then I'll be flying. Then I can do whatever I want. I can move out to another country even. But honestly, guys, even if the next year and a half I do zero e-com, and even if I only focus on graduating and finishing my degree, it's not the end of the world. Obviously, it's not ideal, and I would prefer to find a winner sooner rather than later. And especially with the fact that I'm documenting my journey on Instagram every day. But there's no point being worried about working a full-time job, because I genuinely won't need to. And I won't have expenses. I won't have to worry that I have 1k a month to pay. I'll just be at my parents' house, and the only thing I will need to spend money on is products to test. And that's literally negligible. So guys, there's literally no point of adding worries to myself as if I don't have enough of them already. Even if it takes me 5 years to find a winner, I'm not giving up. And I know it'll probably be an embarrassment by then that it takes me that long. But honestly, guys, I don't care, because at the end of the day, there's only 2 options. You keep going or you give up. And give up means you stop putting in work on e-com. And you just work full time. There's no other option. I either keep going, even if it takes me 5 years, or I give up. And I don't care. I see myself making multi-millions in life. And if it means I have to spend 5 years to find my first 10k profit, but then later on go on to make millions, let that be it. That's still better than spending the rest of my life in a 9 to 5 working for a boss and struggling to pay basic bills. So guys, if things feel like they're taking their time, or if things feel like they're not moving forward at the rates that you want them to, just take a deep breath and allow them to move at the pace that they're moving. Because sometimes the start is very slow, but then after a few years it becomes exponential. You might spend 5 years working towards your first £10,000 profit in online business. When the following 5 years after that, you go on to make 10 million. Everything is possible, guys. The only thing is you can't allow it to get to your head, and you can't allow yourself to give up on yourself. Because if you give up on yourself, then your chances go straight to zero. And whatever you're doing, whatever business model, it's the same. So on that note, I'll catch you all later.
Thank you.
Pray again, pray again.
Thank you, Father.
Pray again.
Thank you, Lord.
Pray
Hey guys, welcome back. So, as you can see, I'm in the middle of nowhere on an abandoned house. But I'm here filming, and the reason I'm filming is because I want to announce that I've officially launched my personal brand on Instagram, as well as TikTok and YouTube too. And that means I'm documenting my daily progress to achieve my goal of making $1 million profit from organic dropshipping before I finish my university degree. And now, you've been watching me probably for a while now. Well, I've posted my videos for almost 2 years, and that's because I've documented my journey on long form YouTube in business since almost the start of my business journey. But what I've not done is posted anything publicly on Instagram, and that's what I've started doing. And the way I've started doing that is through short form content, daily updates, daily vlogs, daily accountability. And that is probably the best way to watch your journey, to keep yourself accountable, and to be public, and the main part, to build an audience of followers over time. Now I have around, shall we say, 500 days for this challenge. So I have 500 days to make £1 million profit, and I'm currently on basically zero. So it's going to be a long journey, and if you guys don't follow me on Instagram yet, drop a follow. I'll attach it to this video and to the description. There I will be posting daily reels talking about what I did in the day in terms of e-com, and maybe in terms of uni and life in general, but the primary focus is e-com. And the reason I'm doing this, as I said, is for accountability, building followers, and to maybe even share my wisdom and share my learning across this whole journey. And so guys, if any of you are in business, make sure you're documenting your progress from zero. Don't start when you've made 100k already. Nobody will believe you. That's what I kind of wanted to do at the start, because I was scared. But then I thought, you know, I see these random YouTubers pop off. The first video is, I made 500k in a month. And nobody's going to believe you that much when you come out of nowhere. But if you've documented your whole journey from zero, nobody can say that you cheated. Nobody can say that you were given handouts. Nobody can say that you had rich parents, for example. So guys, that's it. We're currently hiking to the beach. We've got like 20 or so minutes left, and time's ticking on. It's 2:15, and it was a terrible journey here. 2 hours through massive winding mountain roads. So I'm gonna finish off now. I'll catch up in a bit, carry on this vlog.
That's gon' treat you. That's gon' treat you like I can.
Hey guys, so this is the very end of the island. This is the very end, the very north end of Tenerife. Anyways, I'm back here, and I wanted to say this is basically my second to last day, or last full day here on holiday. And guys, I think this is the holiday where, I think this is the last holiday, and I've said this already, but I'll say it again. I think this is the last holiday where my life will be the way it is now. I think there are massive things happening, massive things coming in the next 6 months from now. The second I come back home, the second I get back to work, basically from now on, my life will never be the same again. Because I believe this is where I will hit massive things in business, massive things in my organic dropshipping. I'll find a couple banging winners. I'll make me unspeakable amounts of money, and then life will never be the same again, and it's only uphill from there. So honestly guys, this is like a nice moment for reflection, a nice moment for me to just meditate for a little bit before we go back the 2-hour hike back to the car, and then like a 3-hour drive home through massive mountains. So I'll take this minute or two now to meditate and to reflect and to gather my thoughts, because this is honestly a profound moment for me, because I know what is waiting for me when I go back home. The day after tomorrow, it's back to grinding, it's back to hustling, working, studying, and it'll be like that for a few months. intense. Back to monk mode. Honestly guys, I love doing monk mode, and this last week was kind of chill, to relax, have some drinks, chill by the beach. But now it's going to be full lock-in, and I like doing a full lock-in, and I know this lock-in is going to be the most important one of my life, because that first, the 0 to 10k, is what really sets you apart from the rest of the world. Because once you've made 10k profit, obviously you have to keep the ship moving, but it's really not as hard, because you know you can make this kind of amount of money. It's only uphill from there. So guys, I'm gonna take a minute or two just to close my eyes, just to reflect, to meditate here, the very end of the island, and then we're gonna go back. So thank you all guys for being here, and I'll catch you all later.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it.
Okay guys, it's my last few hours in Tenerife. We're going back home. This is our second beach today, and it's the largest beach in Tenerife, and it's fucking freezing right now. But I'm going for one final dip, as I always do. It's fucking freezing, and I can't be arsed. We've been at a restaurant for lunch, had a massive spaghetti octopus dish, so I'm full to the brim, but I'm still gonna go for this dip in the cold water, even though I would much rather just take a nap or something. Anyways, we're not pussies around here guys, like some of you lot are. We're going to the water. I'm gonna film this final moment, and yeah, head back home for grinding, as I've been fucking around too much recently with drinks and chilling on a holiday. No more of that now. Now it's full on work, and I'm sorry guys that you have to see me half naked in half my videos. That's just the way it is. I'm on holiday, I'm sorry. But yeah, oh, there's like a few people there. Let's go. I can't be arsed, but let's go. Hopefully I don't lose my camera like I did almost on the jet ski in the middle of the ocean. But good luck for much money this semester. My lucky wish is that I find a winning product, or at least some form of a winner that makes me 5 figures profit before my exam, or before I finish my exam. That's my lucky charm now. My wish that I do this dive for. Let's go. Oh, camera's still working. The waves are massive. Oh. We're swimming now. There's the mountain. Atlantic Ocean Sea, the water. Friends on Instagram, and that's like me finally being public about it, because it's not just gonna come out of nowhere. I have to put some effort right now, even though I'm still broke. That's just how the game works. I can't expect it all to come at once when I'm rich, as I said already. It's not gonna be as believable. It was very difficult to do, because I was just worried that, I don't know, it just felt like a strange thing to do. But yeah, I'm glad I did. But yeah, I'm just enjoying the water here. It's actually not as cold as I thought it would be. I was more freezing before I went in the water. Massive wave again. This water is actually more fun than the one before. So, biggest beach in Tenerife. The waves are actually like over a meter tall, as you can see. Wow, the current's strong. Let's get ready. That was massive. close to winning. Oh no. Let's go! Last run as a broke loser. Well, especially broke. Last run without a winner is 2025. April. After April 2025, next time I'm on holiday, I will have found my winner. See you all later. Guys, my last run on the beach as a broke loser. As I've said this already, next time I film on holiday, I'll be rich. Or at least, what I mean is I'll find my first winning product and not have to work a full-time job anymore. There's nothing else I want now, apart from not having to work a full-time job and be able to pay my own rent from winemaking business. That's right now my main goal. And after that, you know, the goals pile up. There's always something new, but my first achievement will be not having to work a job anymore. And then we'll see what the wind brings with it next. Peace out, guys. Peace out.
Don't be holding in, 'cause time and trust don't go together.
Bye-bye,